Illegal immigration is a significant issue in Europe today. Hundreds of thousands of people cross into Europe illegally every year, many fleeing conflict, poverty, or persecution. They come by land, sea, and air, often risking their lives on dangerous journeys. In recent years, the size of illegal immigration has grown, particularly through the Mediterranean route. Countries like Greece, Italy, and Spain are on the front lines, receiving the highest number of migrants. This has created challenges, from managing border security to providing shelter, healthcare, and legal support to those arriving. While most migrants seek a better life, their arrival often causes tension in local communities. Public services like healthcare and housing can struggle to keep up with the increased demand. Migrants often work in low-paying jobs, filling gaps in agriculture, construction, and services. But critics argue that this puts pressure on wages and jobs for local workers, creating resentment and fear. This fear has been a key factor in the rise of far-right political movements across Europe. Parties that focus on anti-immigration policies are gaining more support than ever before. In countries like Hungary, Italy, and France, far-right leaders have capitalized on concerns about immigration, claiming that illegal migrants threaten national identity and security. These parties argue for stricter border controls and tougher laws on immigration. They promise to protect jobs, culture, and security, appealing to voters who feel left behind by globalization. As a result, far-right movements are gaining seats in parliaments and influencing government policies. The impact of illegal immigration is not just economic or political, but social too. Many European countries have struggled with integrating new arrivals. Differences in culture, language, and religion can lead to tensions between locals and migrants. In some areas, this has sparked protests and, in extreme cases, violence. On the other hand, there are those who believe that Europe needs migrants. With an aging population and low birth rates, some argue that immigration is essential to fill labor shortages and keep economies growing. Many migrants take on jobs that locals don't want to do, helping businesses thrive and contributing to local economies. However, without effective integration policies, these benefits are often overshadowed by the challenges of social cohesion. Looking to the future, the rise of far-right movements will likely continue if illegal immigration remains a major issue. As long as people feel that their jobs, culture, or security are at risk, far-right parties will use this to gain support. In countries like France and Italy, the far right is already shaping immigration policies, pushing for stricter measures and border controls. But the future of illegal immigration in Europe is also tied to broader global issues. Wars, climate change, and poverty will continue to drive people to seek refuge in Europe. Unless there are solutions to these root causes, the pressure on Europe's borders is unlikely to ease. In response, Europe will need to find a balance between securing its borders and managing the humanitarian needs of those fleeing dangerous conditions. This will require cooperation between countries and better integration policies that allow migrants to contribute to their new communities. The rise of far-right movements poses a challenge to the future of Europe's political landscape. These parties may continue to gain influence if illegal immigration remains a hot-button issue. But the question remains, how will Europe balance the needs of its own citizens with those seeking refuge and a better life?